Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have an updated bullet journal flip through for you. Also wanted to do an updated video on my bullet journal setup and some of the accessories that I'm using. I have this really cool, this is one of the Create 365 Happy Planner cases, and if you're interested in seeing what that's like, or if you're also interested in seeing, this is my case for my pens and things like that I use, and I have a little bit of washi tape in here too. I would be glad to go through and show you what I'm using. This is a 240 lined page moleskin journal. I purchased it at Target. It was $19.99. So if you open it up, I did not fill out anything on these two pages here at all. I just left it blank. And this first page here, I also left blank. And then here I started my index. If the next bullet journal that I do, I'm going to leave myself more than 2 pages for this purpose, because there's no way that everything is going to fit right here. Did some arrows at the top and just a really simple font. Next page, this is my first mandala. And this is my theme word that I wanted to use for the journal, and it's just matter. Page on the right side, I have a 2016, just a really simple year at a glance calendar layout. Moving on, I have a half year at a glance. The reason why I called it that is because I started this in July. Then really quickly, I'm just going to go through how I did my month on 2 pages. So I have July here, I have August here, and this is my September, my October, flip this, November, and I wrote Be Thankful here just for Thanksgiving, and just hi and hello washi tape at the top. And this is my December with some gold and white chevron washi tape. So this was my first week on 2 pages, and as you can see, it started the week of the 4th of July, and I just had some doodling in here. And then these are 2 layouts that I did, an entire list of my favorite TV shows of 2016. This is my Netflix layout also, and these are some shows and movies and things like that that are on Netflix that I want to get to, and I just decorated with a little bowl of popcorn at the bottom. This is my goals page, and this is something that I'm going to be doing for July through December of this year, because it is a work in progress. And one of them is to purge and organize, increase savings. We're paying off some home renos. We built a deck and things like that. Then this is my week of July 10th through the 16th. And as you can see, I started to implement a little bit of the weather and just put some little icons there for the sun. So I tried to draw a mason jar, and it's a little bit boxy and squared off for my liking, but that's okay. So this is just where I'm going to be starting to record some miscellaneous savings, as you can see at the top, and that's for future home projects. And over here is my list of books to read, and as you can see, I have lots of space to fill in some future novels or whatever I want to get to. Then here, I'm going to turn this around really quickly. This is my July vitamin tracker. Here, I have my YouTube tracker, and over here I just have a list of videos that I typically do, that I usually do like haul videos and things like that, but I did include some bullet journal things since I'm doing more and more of that lately, DIYs, recipes, things like that. So I do a little bit of everything, to be honest. I don't really have one theme that I stick with, so that's why I did a list of the varieties, and then I thought I would fill in the little bullets as I go along with the dates across the top, and then that way I can keep track of what kind of videos I'm doing and how often. This is just a whole lot of text, and this is called my chip away list. And as you can see in the top right hand corner, I've written a work in progress. So a lot of this stuff is just little stuff or big, you know, it just depends. And some of it's high priority, some of it's a little bit less so, of some things that I just want to do and I want to get to. 2 more pages for this purpose, because I thought this could go on for quite some time. And on these 2 pages, I thought that I would list some places that I would like to visit, just some destination vacations and things like that. And then on the other side, I started to list some things that I would like to see. And the one I just added today was actually called to my attention by my new subscriber and friend Asha, And she mentioned that I may want to see some pink sand like in Bermuda, and I never thought about that, but that has been added to my list, so thank you. So here, this is my material wish list. I'm sure we all have one. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be getting all these things. This is just a dream list, you know, some really big high ticket items to just some more simple things. Here is my gratitude list, and I've just started to, you know, here and there, it's not necessarily daily, although I would like it to be in the future. I would like to have an entire bullet journal just for gratitude. And on the next page, this was another week on 2 pages, and I tried a different kind of layout going from Sunday the 17th over here to Saturday the 23rd over here. So again, it's a little bit different than, you know, the squares, or is my pack your lunch page for July, and I really do try to pack my lunch as much as possible and take it to work. So I listed all the days on the side, and I have taken it a couple more days than what's listed here, but I've also had some vacation days too. So I'm trying to check those off as I can, and I tried to draw a brown paper lunch bag. And then over here, I just thought it was important to start a page where I was very conscious and mindful of, you know, paying a compliment to somebody every day, saying something nice and making sure that, you know, I keep the positivity flowing. And here, this is my doodling page, and some of you who may follow me on Instagram have already seen this, but I just tried some different kinds of banners and just basic doodling, and there's some things that I really like, and so I wanted to try them, and I decided to try them here. I just drew a whole bunch of lines. I'm not really crazy about this. I tried to draw like a Greek key framing the entire page, but again, those came out very wonky too. I was tired when I did this. I don't know, sometimes I find myself having a bit of insomnia, and what I do is I reach for the journal and a black pen, and I don't know, I just start doing things. So this, I just used a straight edge. I used an old envelope to kind of keep me going, and I thought, should I color this in? And I thought, no, because I'm not really crazy about it to begin with. I'm not going to spend all the ink and the time coloring in all these lines. This is a credit card that I'm trying to pay down, and this has a large portion of our recent home renovations on it. And so we decided to do a 0% credit card, maybe TMI, but just in case you're wondering. And so that's what we did. So we have a certain amount of time to pay it off in. And so I wanted to keep track of every $100 that we put on this card. So I just started to draw these little egg shapes around here, and I decided I would color them in as we move along. So that is that. Don't get too worried about me. This was a planned debt. I don't want anybody having a freak out on my behalf. It's okay. And this here is our home reno. It's the same exact thing. I just decided to put it in bulleted increments as well. It's just another way for me to keep track of it. I love paying this debt down. It's very new for us. It's very recent, so I love doing it, and I love filling in the squares as we go. So I decided to devote some more room to it because it's very satisfying to check those off. Here, it's another week on 2 pages. This is the week we are currently in, and I just did these 3D little page flags or banners, like skinny banners, whatever you'd like to call them. This is next week's week on 2 pages, and I'm so not wowed by this. I actually drew the circles by tracing the inside of a washi tape, so they're all the exact same size, and then I just did these little circle dividers on all these pages. And so, you know, I haven't really decorated it, but I'm not crazy about it regardless. So this one, even less so. This is the following week's week on 2 pages. I don't know why I went with these bold check marks. I don't even like them. It's not something that I'm going to do again. But as you can see, I have the date written, and then I have the day of the week right underneath it. Again, it's just not something that I'm really crazy about. But I did it, so that's okay. Cooking versus dining out. So this is our July dinners, and I kind of dropped the ball. We did have dinner the past week, but I didn't fill out either side. It's been just really hectic, as it is for everyone. Everybody gets busy. But in the bottom here, I did some doodling and things like that. I tried my hand at some kitchen utensils and a pot holder. And over here, I just wrote the word yum, and I tied it into some banners, or some bannering, and measuring cup, some flour, up here some sugar and some carrots, and just, you know, whatever I could think of. So on the left side is if we actually eat at home, and on the right side is if we go out to eat. So this page is my top to bottom cleaning tracker. So this spans many, many pages. I'm just going to move this up slightly. Over here, I just wrote this home sweet home sign, and I started off with the kitchen. So as you can see, every page is devoted to a different room in the home. And then over here, we have the living room. So I drew a couch and a plant and a floor lamp, which didn't come out exactly how I wanted, but that's okay. And then here we have our guest bathroom, which has no embellishments or drawing whatsoever yet. Here our upstairs bathroom, and I tried to draw a sink. No. And then here our dining room, again, no drawings yet. Master bedroom, this is supposed to be a dresser. Again, I'm not an artist, guys. I'm just, you know, I'm just trying new things as I go. And then over here, our guest room, and the first thing that I wrote up there is clean it, because it needs overhauled. Our guest room, it sometimes becomes a dumping ground or an overflow for our own clothes and items, and I don't want that to be like that anymore. This is my craft room, and down here I just drew my version of a little topiary, and so I have to come up with my bullet points and my to-do list for that particular room. And then here is our deck and things like, you know, staying it next year, because we just installed it this year, and purchased some, we got all new furniture for our deck, which is part of that payoff page. Everything is part of that. But, you know, ways to store the furniture at the end of the summer, and I just drew this little, I don't know, it's just some kind of tree. And then over here, I just drew some kind of dandelion fluffs, and this is our basement page. As you can see, the doodle doesn't necessarily go with the room. And then here, our garage. So here are some projects in home improvement as we go. We got new windows for our entire house. We got a deck. We got a new washer and dryer. So lots of stuff going on, and I just wanted to keep track of what we're doing. So when I carry this over to my next bullet journal, I'll be doing a different layout for it. So here I have my reading goal, and my goal is 10 pages a day. Now, that being said, I have been in my life such an avid reader. You know, sometimes I could read a book in a couple of days, and lately it just seems like I have too much going on, so I've not been reading at all, which is not something that I'm okay with. So I wanted to make sure that I got back into it, so I decided to give myself a challenge or a goal and just try to read 10 pages a day, which literally takes 5 minutes, if that. So as you can see, I did a couple days and then I dropped the ball again, but I'm definitely going to get back into it. And I did another layout for August, and that's what this one looks like. This is the entire month. July I started halfway through. So again, August, 10 pages per day reading challenge, and these are the days of the month. And then I have the pages listed, so page 1 through 10 right here. I can color in the squares, because that's the most fun part of bullet journaling for me, is actually accomplishing things and being able to fill in those bullets and, you know, check off things that I've done. And then if I read more than 10 pages, I can color in this square, and then I can list how many pages total I did. So that's what that looks like, and I just did this little book drawing with some confetti or glitter coming out of it, and pretty basic, but I also like how it turned out. This is my pack list for our vacation to the lake house, and I just drew some different things. Like, these don't really look like flip-flops, they look more like Aladdin shoes, but I tried. And a palm tree and a mascara, some sunglasses and makeup brush, and then a beach bag up there, and then a bathing suit. I don't know, that bathing suit is a little bit crazy, but this is just my pack list. So I started jotting some things down that I would be taking along. And then this is something that I've just started also, and these are different bullet points that I thought I would share, and just some different ways that you can actually create your list and denote the different tasks on your list. So I just went through and I did like little spider smiley faces. This is a little eye with eyelashes. I have a ladybug up there, a little paw print, all kinds of different things. So I just wanted to put a whole bunch of variety there. So in case I'm feeling less inspired and I'm looking for a little direction, I can just flip back to that page and say, oh, okay, I can use little pumpkins because it's October. So just something like that. And it's just something more for the fun of doing it. And then this is going back to the vitamin tracker. This is what my August vitamin tracker looks like. And as you can see, I listed my vitamins differently and I turned the book as I said I would. And this is it upright. So that's what that looks like. Here is my 5-minute to-do page, and I may devote an entire video to this as well because I'm really pleased with the way this layout turned out. And then this brings me to my autumn dreamin' page, and this is where I've left off, and it took me so long to get through this flip through. I think my next flip through I'm going to start here instead of going through the entire thing, and then I will just have my other videos for you to watch if you're interested in a playlist on my channel. So this is what it looks like. Again, I was very inspired by the intense heat and weather we're having to daydream about fall and start to research from some fall DIYs that I can do here on my channel. And so I thought I would just start to jot down some things that I'm looking forward to and some tasks, and some of them are chores and some of them are just for fun, but it just really inspired me just to get started and start planning out the upcoming fall season. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave in the comments if you have any questions. Again, this was really long, but I wanted to make sure that I got through all the pages for you, especially if you are new to my channel. And I will be doing a separate video, I think, on the accessories that I've been using and just let you know what kind of pens I'm enjoying and what's been working for me. So thank you again, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. Really, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.